player at 6'1", he's a senior, number 30, Emilio Alvarez. Assistant coach Jerome Pratt, the head coach Jacoby Randall. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to move it up.
No national anthem?
Huh?
National anthem?
I don't think they're worried about it.
So no one's going to play it off their phones either? No one's going to play it off their phones? Wow.
We're behind, so you gotta play.
Okay, and the tip is controlled by the Vikings. Want to welcome everybody here to Mountain View High School. If you're watching the game, streaming right here. If you're hearing me, this game is streaming. Basket attempt by Edgar Hernandez, unsuccessful. Back we come the other way. The Eagles jump shot taken by number 10. No good. Loose ball picked up by the Vikings, Edgar Hernandez. Are we going to possession? Jumper attempt by Emilio Alvarez, not good. Dakota Pearson, and we got bodies on the ball out of bounds to the Eagles. So it's ball out of bounds to Terrence Tizzino to take out the ball on the baseline. 7-17, no score. Marshall ball out of bounds. Jump shot, three-point attempt. Won't go. And we got a whistle on the floor. Foul was called number 2, Javon Pratt. That's his first team. So the first foul has been called on Javon Pratt, his first personal. Ball out of bounds. With the ball is number 3, Enciso. Tizzino setting up his offense, kicks it out to number 10 on top. Too many steps, traveling violation. Too many steps, traveling. Ball awarded to the Vikings. Inbounding, Sarabia. Ball out to Pratt. Pratt trying to set up his offense. Looks down to Emilio Alvarez. Goes inside. Ball goes out. Emilio Alvarez. No basket. Alvarez gives it out to Pratt on top of the key. Now gives it out to Sabrias. Emilio out by the mid-court line. Edgar Hernandez, number 1 with the ball. Gives it out to Hector Villegas. Villegas to Sarabia. Sarabia drives. Basket's no good. It's a rebound. And Pratt picks it up. Back to Emilio. Three-pointer. No good. Ball awarded to Marshall. Ball awarded to the Eagles. 5:59 remaining here in the first. Then we want to welcome everybody to our streamlining broadcast. And the ref taking some time out, letting the band know they cannot play during a play. So it's ball out of bounds. Tizzino to inbound here from the sideline. 5 minutes and 54 seconds. No score. Tizzino, the point guard for Marshall. Goes inside to the big man. Ball is loose. Stepping out of bounds is number 10, Aaron Kim. It'll be a ball awarded to Mountain View. Sarabia to inbound. Again, there's no score in the game. 5:40 here in the first. We have a whistle on the floor. Looks like it'll be 2 shots for Edgar Hernandez. 2-shot foul. Foul was on number 33 to Fink Jian. First personal. And free throw's good by Edgar Hernandez. Makes the score. 2-shot foul. Second free throw's good, and the Vikings in the lead. 2-0, 5:35 here in the first. Tazino with the balls to his right. Kicks it back out to number 10. Kim takes a jump shot, won't go. Now picks up the ball once again, gets his own rebound. Now to Fink Jian. Ball out to Edgar Hernandez. Ball last touched by the Vikings. It'll be Eagles ball. Ball out of bounds to the Eagles. Derek and Ciso to inbound. And Francisco Sarabia with the basket. Sarabia with the layup. 4-0 Vikings. Too many bounces. Double dribble violation. Too many double dribble violation. It'll be side out to the Vikings. So it's side out to the Vikings. Sarabia to inbound. Timeout being taken with 4:55 right here in the first. The score is the Mountain View Vikings 4. 30-second timeout. This 30-second timeout is being taken by the Marshall Eagles. Again, 4 minutes and 55 seconds here in the first. Vikings 4 and the Eagles 0. Overall, the Eagles have a record of 7 wins and 19 losses. In league play, they are 3-7. Whereas the Vikings are 14-12. In league play, they are 9-1. Okay, it'll be ball out of bounds to Mountain View. Francisco Sarabia to inbound. Here we go. Villegas with the ball gives out to Sarabia. Sarabia out to Pratt. Outside of the 3-point line. With the dribble and the drive, kicks it back out. We got a whistle on the floor. Foul was called on blue number 1. That's Terrence Tizino. That's his first personal, second team foul. Ball out of bounds to Mountain View. Inbounding, Edgar Hernandez. The foul was Tizino, number 1. Terrence Tizino. Foul was called on number 3, Derek Enciso. His first, third team. So with the ball, it's Pratt out to the top of the key, near the left elbow with the drive. No foul called on the basket attempt by Villegas. Dakota Pearson looking, still looking, getting some help by number 3. And we got a whistle on the floor. Foul was called on number 2, Javon Pratt. That's his second team foul. So the ball is awarded out of bounds from the baseline to number 13, Devon Matthews. Matthews goes to number 10, Aaron Kim. Goes inside for a Marshall basket by number 11, Dakota Pearson. Dakota Pearson with a basket. 4-2 the score. Foul was called. Foul was called on number 5, Marco Lopez. That's his first. Third team foul. So the foul was called on number 5 of the Vikings, Marco Lopez. That's his first personal third team foul. Ball awarded to the Eagles. Jump shot taken from beyond the three-point line. Rebound, Eagles. Ball last touch by the Eagles, Derek and Cecil. Checking into the game for Mountain View. It's number 13, Brian Alvarez. So good. That's all right. And you can count the basket. Basket's good for Edgar Hernandez. One shot for Edgar Hernandez. Who was the last foul on, ref?
11.
Thank you. The last foul. Foul was on Dakota Pearson. Seven-2 the score. Ball last touch by Mountain View. Inbounding the ball is number 13. Okay, here we go. Edgar Hernandez gives it off to Sarabia, and he's fouled. They're going to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots. Foul was on what number again?
13.
Foul was on number 13. That was Devon Matthews.
2.
Sarabia shooting one more free throw. Second free throw is good, making the score Mountain View 9, Marshall 2. Jump shot, short. Ball is recovered by the Vikings. Edgar Hernandez with the drive and gets a basket. Edgar Hernandez, 2 points. Foul was on number 11, right?
Right now?
Yeah. Foul was on number 3, Derek and Cecil. That's his second. Ball to bounce to Mountain View. Edgar Hernandez to inbound from the sideline. Minute 55 remaining here in the first. The Vikings 11, the Eagles 2. With the ball, Emilio Alvarez. Ball to bounds to the Eagles. Ball thrown out of bounds by the Eagles. Minute 25. Ball to bounds to the Vikings. Minute 25 remaining here in the first. 11-2 in favor of Mountain View. Ball knocked away, picked up by number 13, Devon Matthews. And we got a whistle on the floor. Offensive foul called on number 13, Devon Matthews. Offensive foul called on number 13, Devon Matthews. Ball to bounds to the Vikings, inbounding Francisco Sarabia. 1:06 remaining here in the first. So again, 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining here in the first. Ball last touched by Marshall. Ball to bounds, inbounding. It'll be number 1, Edgar Hernandez from the baseline. Trying to get open is Emilio Alvarez. Gives it up to Hector Villegas. Now gives off to Emilio. Forts. Who? Hit the horn. Who was it? Who was it? Foul was on number 24. That was Hector Villegas. That's his first personal. Last foul was on number 24, Hector Villegas. That was his first. Under a minute left to play. 11-2 the score. Offensive foul called on number 11, Derek Enciso. Correction, foul was on number 11, Dakota Pearson, his second. Shot attempt is no good by the Vikings. 25 seconds remaining. In the front court, here come the Eagles. Soaring into the front court, jumper, three-pointer by number 11, Dakota Pearson. Dakota Pearson, three-pointer. Oh, two-point basket, two-point basket. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of first period play. The score, the Marshall Eagles 4, your Mountain View Vikings 11. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you here to the broadcast. If you're listening to this or watching the game, you're watching it streaming live on the Mountain View High School website. Again, the score is Marshall 4, Mountain View 11. Marshall, for those of you who are just joining us, Marshall has an overall record of 7 wins, 19 losses. They're 3-7 in league. Mountain View 14-12. In league play, they are 9-1, going after a league championship in many, many years. So again, they're 9-1. Hopefully they will get a W today. I believe if they win this evening, they will clinch the Mission Valley League title. We got Evie over here, all excited, all pumped up, with Coach Angel Lopez keeping manning the scoreboard here tonight, right here. Again, want to tell hi to all the students who are home doing their homework and watching the game. Ball knocked away momentarily, picked up. Edgar Hernandez goes to Villegas, who drives in. Ball last touched by Mountain View. Ball awarded to the Eagles. Tizino to inbound. Checking into the game, Zach Isidore for Mountain View, along with number 13, Brian Alvarez. And we got a whistle on the floor. Ball was called on number 13, Brian Alvarez. That's his first personal. Ball out of bounds to Marshall. Oh, okay. Correction, Brian Ariano. Foul was called on Brian Ariano. His second. 16 foul. At the free throw line, Abadis to Finkjian. One more shot for Abadis to Finkjian. Free throw is good, making the score 11-5 in favor of Mountain View, 7:20 remaining here in the second. Emilio Alvarez looks inside. Ball is knocked away and picked up by the Eagles. Tizino with the ball, trying to get the ball to an open Eagle. And we got a whistle on the floor. Foul was on number 33. Eagle foul. Abadis to Finkjian. How many is that on him? That's a second personal foul to Finkjian. Going to the free throw line is Javon Pratt. Again, possession remaining with Mountain View. 30-second timeout is being called with 6 minutes and 57 seconds by Mountain View. Timeout being taken by the Vikings with 6:57 remaining here in the first half. This is a 30-second timeout. The score, Marshall 5, Mountain View 11. Thank you, band. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just for your information, tonight's game is being streamlined live as we speak. If you want to go to the school website and check out the game live, few seconds delay, but it is live. You can check it out. Again, if you go to the school website, you'll be able to see tonight's game right here being played. Out of bounds to Mountain View. Everybody's checking their phones, huh? See people checking their phones? Pratt looks inside, gives it to Edgar Hernandez. Doesn't get it. Shot attempt was no good. Picked up by the Vikings. Sarabia with the ball. Looks inside. Ball is knocked away and picked up by the Eagles. Across the midcourt. Going back into the game is Aaron Kim. Checking back into the game is number 10, Aaron Kim. Replacing Dakota Pearson. Layup's no good. Emilio Hernandez going to drive inside. Attempts a shot, got it. Basket by Emilio Alvarez. Emilio Alvarez with 2 points, knocks the ball down, gives it up to number 10 for the layup. Zach Isidore, 2 points. 15-5 in favor of the Vikings. Ball last touched by the Eagles. It'll be side out to the Vikings. Inbound, it'll be Francisco Sarabia. Reset of the 35-second clock. Basket by Francisco Sarabia. Assist Javon Pratt. Emilio Alvarez. Assist, Edgar Hernandez. Timeout, Marshall. So with 5:19 right here in the second period, the score is Marshall 5, the View 19. Timeout is being taken. We have the Mountain View pep band with us this evening. Hopefully they're going to play some music. You guys can be entertained for a little bit. And I'll stop talking. You like that, Evie, or what? Okay, it'll be up, ball out of bounds to the Eagles. Okay, it's ball out of bounds to number 1. That's Tizino. Tizino looks, gives it off to Aaron Kim. And it looks like we have a foul on the play. Blocking violation called on number 2, Javon Pratt. It's going to be a 1-and-1. So blocking violation was called on number 2, that's Javon Pratt. Correction, foul was on number 1, Edgar Hernandez. Going to the free throw line, shooting the 1-and-1 for the Eagles is number 11, Dakota Pearson. Free throw is good, making the score 19-6 in favor of Mountain View with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. The second shot attempt is no good. Rebound by Alvarez. Alvarez out to number 10, all the way in. Number 11, Dakota Pearson loses a handle. It'll be Mountain View basketball. Sarabia to inbound the ball from the sideline with 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Sarabia crosses the mid-court line. Looks inside to Emilio Alvarez. Alvarez tries to attempt a shot, but he's fouled in the act of shooting. The foul was called on number 10. Number 10 was Aaron Kim. Again, this is a 2-shot foul. Shooting 2 is Emilio Alvarez. First attempt is no good. Checking back into the game for the Vikings is number 2, Javon Pratt. Again, that was Aaron Kim's first personal foul. It is the 10th team foul called on the Eagles. Again, the score is 20-6 with 4:43 remaining here in the second period. The Vikings applying pressure. Appears a blocking violation called on the, what was called on the Vikings, number 24, Hector Villegas. That's his second personal and 18th foul called on Mountain View. Pearson attempt is no good. Pratt goes inside to Hernandez. Shot attempt by Villegas is no good. Here we come the other way with the dribble drive. Shot is blocked. And now here comes Hernandez to Emilio Alvarez. 4-2 makes the score 22-6. Emilio Alvarez with the basket. Doing some double duty, calling public address and trying to broadcast this game. For all those of you that are watching the game, bear with us. Our first broadcast here, streaming live. And we have a foul on the play. Foul was called on number 3 of the Eagles. That was Derek Encicio. That's his 3rd personal foul. Going to the free throw line for Mountain View is number 23, Francisco Sarabia, a 6-foot junior. Marco Michel checks into the game, replacing Hector Villegas. Checking in for the Eagles is number 13, Devon Matthews. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Want to welcome all our viewers here in Almani and abroad to our first live broadcast of Mountain View High School basketball. Ball last touched by the Eagles. Again, it'll be side out to Mountain View and Emilio Alvarez to inbound in the backcourt with Francisco Sarabia. 23-6 the score. 3 minutes and 39 seconds here in the second period. Edgar Hernandez takes a look, decides not to shoot. Now he does. Puts it up. Got it. 2-point shot for Hernandez. Makes the score 25-6. And we got a whistle on the floor. It appears to be a Viking foul on number 11. 2 shots, going to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots is Aaron Kim. Ball was on Marco Michel, right? Okay, so again, my stat group here helping me out. So Marco Michel with the foul. That was Marco's first personal 19 foul called on Mountain View. 1 more shot remaining for Tizzino, Terrence Tizzino, a sophomore at 6'1". Second free throw attempt is no good. Pratt brings the ball back, gets the ball stolen, picked up by Alvarez. Emilio Alvarez picks it up, shot attempt is no good. A lot of green jerseys inside. And we got a whistle on the floor. It appears to be a foul called on the Vikings. We'll have to see who this foul's on. Foul was called on number 2, Javon Pratt. Foul was called on number 2, Javon Pratt. 10th team foul, both teams in double bonus. So now both teams for the remainder of the 3 minutes and 2 seconds here will be in the double bonus, meaning that every time that they go to they get a foul, they'll be shooting 2 shots. Pratt comes out of the game, replaced by number 24, Hector Villegas. At the free throw line is Abadis to Thinkjian, shooting the free throw. He's got it, making the score 25-9 in favor of Mountain View. Officials timeout. So officials timeout as we reset as the shot clock is set at 30 seconds against Sarabia to inbound for Mountain View. Ball is thrown away. Foul was called on number 24, Hector Villegas. His 3rd personal foul. Going to the free throw line is number 10 for the Eagles, Aaron Kim. Checking in for the game right now is going to be Marco Lopez. He's a junior, he's 6 foot for Mountain View. Second shot attempt for Aaron Kim. Free throw's good, makes the score 25-10. Mountain View up by 15. Bank shot, good by number 5, Marco Lopez. Basket by number 5, Marco Lopez. Ball is loose, picked up by Edgar Hernandez. He goes for the drive and gets the layup, making the score 29-10 Vikings. Now the ball is stolen by Emilio Alvarez. Coach is calling for a timeout. Jacoby Rando, and he gets a timeout with 2 minutes and 22 seconds here in the second period. Again, right now the score is Marshall 10, the Vikings 29. Luhano, right? Again, for those of you that are just joining us, welcome to our first sports broadcaster at Mountain View High School as you're watching the Mission Valley League play here at Mountain View High School in the Viking Gym as the Vikings are taking on the Marshall Eagles in league play. And the Vikings in quest for their first Mission Valley League title in many, many years. And I believe if they win tonight that they may clinch it. They may clinch the Mission Valley League with one league game to play, and that's this Friday night right here versus the Gabrielino Eagles. With the ball, it's Emilio Alvarez, gives it up to Francisco Sarabia. We have a whistle on the floor. Foul was called on the Eagles' number 1, Terrence Tessino. Foul was called on Tessino. His second. So Tessino's second foul, again, going to the free throw line now, shooting 2 shots, is going to be Edgar Hernandez. Again, Hernandez shooting 2 shots because we are in double bonus. First free throw is no good. Second free throw, again, is no good. The score remains at 29-10. Offensive foul was called on number 1, Tessino. Oh, correction, the foul was on Aaron Kim. That was Kim's second personal foul. Ball picked up by Michelle. Ball knocked away by the Eagles, and we have a whistle on the floor. Foul was called on number 10, Zach Isidore. That's his first personal foul. Going to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots is going to be number 11. That's Dakota Pearson. Pearson, a 6'5" sophomore. Free throw's good. 29-11 the score. Minute 48 remaining here in the first half of tonight's contest. Edgar Hernandez, turnaround jumper, short of the rim. An attempt by Marco Lujano, not good. Tessino drives, and we got a whistle on the floor. Foul was called on number 11. That's Marco Michelle. That's going to be his second personal. 2-shot foul for number 1, Terrence Tessino. Again, a 6'1" sophomore. Say that 3 times. 6'1" sophomore. We'll just say that once. First free throw attempt is no good. He has 1 more shot remaining. (1 minute and 23 seconds remaining until halftime. Free throw is good by Tessino. That makes the score 29-12. Again, the Vikings in a commanding lead right now. Sarabia looks inside. Jump shot taken by Marco Michel. Basket by Marco Michel. Jumper's good, making the score 31-12. Under a minute left to play. Shot attempt taken, won't go. Rebound, Vikings. Ball given out to Emilio Alvarez. Gives it out to Sarabia. Emilio, jump shot, won't go. Apparently interference, so it'll be a ball awarded to Marshall. The point guard, Tessino, will get the ball back. And the Vikings applying some pressure here with 27 seconds. The shot attempt by Aaron Kim is no good. Alvarez bringing the ball back, gives it out to part of his combination, the two-headed monster combination, as they are called. No harm, no foul on that shot attempt. Basket's good by number 11, Dakota Pearson. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of first period play. The score, the Marshall Eagles 14, the Mountain View Vikings 31. We'll be back in a bit with more basketball from Mountain View High. No harm, no foul on that shot attempt. Basket's good by number 11, Dakota Pearson.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first half. The score, Marshall Eagles 14 and Marshall Eagles 14 and your Mountain View Vikings 31.
I'm getting confused. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the game is on at the board meeting.
Really?
He showed it to me.
What? Whatever?
I'm telling them that it was on at the board meeting. They were watching it.
I don't have anything to prep. I don't, you know what I mean?
You did really good though.
I mean, it's kind of hard.
You're natural. You're natural like this.
I'm just saying what I see, man. I mean.
Okay, again, for those of you that are watching the game live, streaming live, we got some halftime entertainment as the Mountain View cheerleaders will perform. And we also have the Mountain View Viking Prep Band here with us. So enjoy this halftime being brought to you by the students of Mountain View High School.
Thank you, cheerleaders, and thank you, band.
When they do games like that, there's a lot of information they have. You know what I mean? They can look at and just you gotta study a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? To do it kind of winging it like this, it's kind of scary.
Great job.
Hey, so how did you knew it was being broadcast to the board or what? So it was being broadcast to the board.
Wait outside or else you're not gonna know it's here. I guess I'm gonna cover.
Board meeting's going on now. You know, Marquez, check out what we're doing now, Marquez. There's Marquez. I was afraid of I heard that they were gonna have I was afraid that could happen. Oh, but I'm not prepared. I could go over like the schedule, who they play, last game. A lot of stuff to kind of feel Okay. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Mountain View High School. A minute 36 until we start the second half. The score here in Mission Valley League play, it's the Marshall Eagles 14, your Mountain View Vikings 31. Your Vikings in quest of their Mission Valley League championship. Again, forgive me if I'm not well prepared this evening, and I was told right before the game if I could help out and do this first broadcast of basketball. So forgive me if I don't have a lot of information to give you. But again, I hope you're enjoying our broadcast. I want to give credit to our staff, as well as our students who are manning the cameras today. We have our band playing here tonight. Nice crowd here today. We have our cheerleaders. And I'm also doing PA, so I want to thank our band. And once again, we want to thank the Viking band and the cheerleaders. Thank you very much. Let's go, Blue! Again, we want to welcome everybody back, and for those of you that just found us, welcome to Mountain View High School. As we get ready for second half play, it'll be Viking basketball. Okay, here we go. So it'll be Vikings basketball. Ball is deflected, picked up by Sarabia. Sarabia gives it over to Villegas, back out to Sarabia. Sarabia looking, finds Villegas. Now back to Sarabia on top of the key into Emilio Alvarez. Villegas trying to decide what he's going to do, goes inside the key, gets the ball knocked away. Now Emilio Alvarez with the bank shot. Emilio Alvarez makes the score 33-14. And again, the Vikings in a commanding lead here in just the start of the third period. Timeout being taken by the Eagles. Timeout being taken by Marshall with 7:10. And here in the third, the score, the Eagles 14, the Vikings 33. So a quick timeout being taken by the coach of the Eagles, that's Charles Dixon. Again, if you're just joining us, both teams kind of heading in two different directions. The Eagles actually with an overall record of 7 wins and 19 losses. In league play, they're 3-7, whereas the Vikings have an overall record of 14 wins and 12 losses, a league record of 9-1. It'll be ball out of bounds to the Eagles. Inbounding is number 11, Dakota Pearson. Pearson kicks it back out to number 13. Ball last touched by the Eagles. It'll be Viking basketball. Inbounding, it'll be Edgar Hernandez from the backcourt. Layup by Edgar Hernandez makes the score 35-14 Vikings. Aaron Kim, shot attempt is no good. With the ball is Dakota Pearson, sophomore, drives in, and there's a whistle on the floor. Foul was called on the Vikings number 23, Francisco Sarabia. That's his first personal and first team foul here in the second half for Mountain View. Ball out of bounds to the Eagles. Ball is kicked out to the top of the key to number 11, Dakota Pearson. Pearson gives it out to number 1, Tessino. Tessino drives, gives it out to number 13, who loses a handle for a bit. Now gives it to Aaron Kim. Kim decides to gives the ball up to number 11, Dakota Pearson, for the layup. Score is now 35-16. Officials timeout. Officials timeout on the floor. Checking back into the ball game for the Vikings, Marco Michelle. Inbounding is Javon Pratt. Ball given to Villegas. Villegas out to Alvarez, who takes a shot. Short rebound to Fingjian of the Eagles. Now across the end of the front court is Dakota Pearson. Gives it off to Aaron Kim. Kim with the dribble drive. Basket's not good. Rebound to Sarabia. Down the lane. Throws it up and makes it. For this, Sarabia makes a layup. 37-16 the score with 5 minutes and 22 here in the third period at Mountain View High School. This is the Mission Valley League game. Second and last league game. Basket layup made by number 2, Javon Pratt. Score is now 39-16, and the Vikings in a commanding lead here in the third period. The Eagles can't buy a basket right now, having a difficult time trying to get too many bounces. Too many bounces, and the ball will be awarded to the Vikings. Inbounding will be number 23, Francisco Sarabia. Foul was on 13. Foul was caught number 13, Devon Matthews. His third. Ball out of bounds to the Vikings. Milo Alvarez gives it off to Javon Pratt. Javon Pratt dribble. Foul was called on the Eagles number 13, Devon Matthews. That appears to be his fourth personal foul, and it is. He comes out of the game being replaced by number 20, Ketis Dubé. Shot attempt by Hector Villegas, short. Rebound by Dakota Pearson. Ball is lost and taken by Emilio Alvarez, who goes for the layup and doesn't get the basket. Checking into the game for Mountain View is Marco Lujano, and back in the game, Edgar Hernandez. Dakota Pearson inbound from the back baseline. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the third period. Shot attempt is no good. Rebound by Michelle Sarabia. Carrying over violation called on Sarabia. So it'll be Marshall basketball. Carrying over violation called on Sarabia. And again, the score is 39-16 if you're just joining us here. Streaming live on the Mountain View High School website. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Ball picked up by number 20, and he gets a basket. Ketis Dubé with the basket. He's a 6'1" freshman. Carrying over violation called on the Vikings. It'll be side out to the Eagles with 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Again, the score here is 39-18. Checking back into the game is a senior by the name of Emilio Alvarez, number 30. Ball goes into number 33, Avidas Tifinchian. Foul was called on number 2. Correction, foul was on number 11. Number 11 is Marco Michelle. That's his third personal foul. And second team foul. At the free throw line is the center for the Eagles, Avidas Tifinchian, shooting one more shot. Free throw is good, makes the score 39-20. Bringing the ball up is number 1, Edgar Hernandez, the point guard for the Vikings. Gives it over to Marco Michel for the basket. Marco Michel assists Edgar Hernandez. Defensive pressure applied by the Vikings. Basket's good by Avadis Tufingjian. Tufingjian with the basket. 41-22. Tufingjian drives, shot attempt, doesn't draw iron. Emilio Alvarez gonna go inside and is fouled in the act of shooting. That should be 2 shots. Foul was on number 10. Correction, foul was called on number 20. Kiedis Dubé, his first personal. 13 foul called on the Eagles. Free throw is good by Emilio Alvarez. One more shot. So that free throw is also good, makes the score 43-22 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the third. Foul was called on number 2 of the Vikings. That was Javon Pratt. That's his 4th personal. Jump ball. Possession. Jump ball. Ball is awarded to the Eagles. Layup is made by the center, the 6'6" senior center, Abadis Tufingjian, makes the score 43-24. Layup attempt is not made by Edgar Hernandez. Foul was called on number 1, Edgar Hernandez. That's his 2nd personal. And 14 foul called on Mountain View. Ball out of bounds to the Eagles. 2 minutes remaining here in the third period. This may be our last period of play here. We'll be wrapping it up probably after this. However, the game will continue to be played. And there was a Viking foul called on number 4. Foul was on number 4. That's his first personal foul. 15 foul. Emilio Alvarez crossing the midline court into the front court, trying to set up his offense. Gets a screen, looks to his left. Jump shot by Edgar Hernandez isn't good. Emilio Alvarez with the dribble drive. Shot attempt is no good. Rebound is picked up by the Eagles. Aaron Kim with the ball. Shot attempt is good. So Aaron Kim's basket is good, making the score 43-26 with a minute left. Shot attempt by Edgar Hernandez isn't good. Timeout is being taken with 55 seconds by Mountain View. Again, 55 seconds remaining here in the third period. Full timeout being taken by Mountain View. The score, the Marshall Eagles 26, the Mountain View Vikings 43. And again, the Vikings in quest of their first Mission Valley League championship. Again, if you're just joining us, you're watching live Mission Valley League basketball between the Mountain View Vikings and the Marshall Eagles. coming to you live from the campus of Mountain View High School in El Monte, California. This may be our last period of play, and then I'll go back to just doing public address. As I'm doing both duties, any of you that are watching, you might hear me announcing fouls and baskets because I'm doing that too. Again, I want to thank the students for manning the cameras today, doing a great job for us here today. I want to thank the band who's here to support the basketball team, and as well as the cheerleaders, the fans. We're actually both schools, friends and family. It'll be ball out of bounds. Hernandez to inbound. With the dribble drive, the basket's good by Edgar Hernandez. Edgar Hernandez with the basket. Shot attempt by Aaron Kim is no good. Foul was called on number 24. That's Hector Villegas. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. Looks like he'll be taken out and replaced by Marco Michel. Going to the line for the Eagles is one of their point guards, Aaron Kim. So again, coming out of the game is going to be number 24, Hector Villegas, replaced by Marco Michel, a sophomore. Free throw is good, making the score 45-27 with 33 seconds remaining here in the third. Edgar Hernandez out to Emilio Alvarez for a three-pointer. Bingo! Trifecta. Emilio Alvarez assist. Edgar Hernandez. Three seconds remaining here in the third period. And you can put that basket on the board for Aaron Kim. So at the end of third, the score is going to be Marshall 29, Mountain View 48. I think that's going to conclude our broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll still be playing here for the next 8 minutes. Again, I want to thank the students here tonight on cameras and directing today's contest. Is that it? Are you guys going to do the fourth period too? You are? I thought we were done. Yeah, we're doing the fourth too? Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me talking? What's your teacher? Mr. Beer, right? Mr. Matt. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The start of the fourth and final period of play. Eagles 29, your Vikings 48. Okay, so I guess we're going to do another period from what I've been told. We're going to do one more period. So you're going to watch, if you're home, you're going to see the entire broadcast here, the fourth and final period. I want to thank Mr. Mann calling the action. So here we go. Edgar Hernandez with the ball, trying to find someone open. Gives it out to his counterpart, Emilio Alvarez. Alvarez looks inside to Villegas. Shot is missed, but picked up by Hernandez. Basket by Edgar Hernandez, 50-29. Carrying over violation called on the Vikings. That's a turnover. So that means that the Eagles are going to get the ball. They're going to get the ball back here on the sideline. Inbounding is going to be number 20, Kiedis Dubé, I believe is his name. Looked like backcourt violation, but it wasn't called. Tied up. Okay, the foul was called on the Vikings number 1, Edgar Hernandez. That's going to be his third personal foul. And going to the free throw is going to be number 33, the senior, the 6'6" senior, Abadis Tifinkjian. His free throw is good. And the score is now 50-30, and the Vikings are up by 20 points. So if he makes this basket, they cut it down to 19. Score is now 50-31. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth period. And we got a foul on the play. The foul was on number 13. That was Devon Matthews. Foul was on number 13, Devon Matthews. That's his 5th personal foul. So again, 5th personal foul called on Devon Matthews. It'll be ball out of bounds to the Vikings. Trying to make something happen is Edgar Hernandez, but he's fouled in the act of shooting. So he'll be going to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots. A foul was... So again, foul was called on actually number 33, the center, Abadis Tifinkjian. That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting 2 is going to be Edgar Hernandez. 20-point lead for the Vikings, 51-31. Again, with 1 shot, Edgar Hernandez. Timeout being taken by Mountain View with 6 minutes and 42 seconds. You're watching this game on the live stream of Mountain View High School on the website. The score, the Marshall High School Eagles 31 and the Mountain View Vikings 52. The next home game will be this Friday night. It's the last league home game as your Vikings will take on the Gabrielino Eagles. So I'm going to ask Evie what time the game is because I'm not sure. I don't have that. Okay, so the game is going to be at 6:30. So if you can't make the game, I don't know if we're going to broadcast this game. Maybe you can watch it live streaming. If not, you can come and check it out in person. And I believe the girls' game is at 4:45. So girls basketball, girls varsity basketball, 4:45. And I think Mr. Lopez is giving me some information. Our baseball coach, Coach Angel Lopez, giving me some information. He's also running the clock here with our campus security. Evie Perazzo, doing a great job, I might add. Working hard. Okay. So we want to give them kudos. So far, so good. The refs haven't come over to our table questioning anything, so that's always good. Okay, so here we go. Back to live action. Basket by Edgar Hernandez. Basket by Edgar Hernandez. The Vikings in the lead. The layup attempt is no good by Tamoy White. Ball out of bounds. Inbound is going to be a sophomore, Terrence Cicino. And Kim loses the hand of the ball. There goes Emilio Alvarez to Villegas for the layup. Basketball, Hector Villegas. Assist, Emilio Alvarez. Layup is blown by Ticino. Layup is made by Emilio Alvarez. Basket by Emilio Alvarez. Timeout being taken with 5:52 here in the 4th period by Marshall. The score is 31-58 in favor of the Mountain View Vikings. Again, if you're on the Mountain View High School website, you're catching a live broadcast from Mountain View High School here in Almonte, California, between the Marshall Eagles and your Mountain View Vikings. The Vikings are in quest of their 10th league win. Looks like hopefully they will get it this evening. If they win tonight, they'll be 10-1 and remain in first place in the Mission Valley League. Again, the Mountain View Vikings in quest for their first league championship in quite some time. Terrence Tessino to inbound from the sideline. Reverse layup, not good by to Finkjian. Nice pass. Basket by Emilio Alvarez. Assist Edgar Hernandez. So the assist was by Edgar Hernandez. Those guys playing well together. And we have a whistle on the floor. Foul was called number 24, Hector Villegas. That's his 5th personal foul. So 5th personal foul for Hector Villegas. That's as much time as he'll see this evening. He'll be heading the bench as he gets 5 fouls. Five minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in the 4th and final period. 31-60 the score in favor of Mountain View. At the line, it's Terrence Tessino for the Eagles. He'll be shooting one more shot. Free throw attempt's no good. Tessino gets his own rebound, takes a shot attempt. That's no good. And ball is recovered. Ball is still loose. Still loose. Nobody has a handle on it. Now I think we're going to have maybe a jump ball. Yep, we have a jump ball. Jump ball. Jump ball. Jump ball possession is going to go to Marshall. Possession awarded to the Eagles. Inbounding, it's Dakota Pearson. Ball was stolen by Hernandez. Layup, Edgar Hernandez. So we got a Viking foul, number 13, Brian Ariano. That's going to be his 3rd personal foul. 19 foul called on Mountain View. And going to the free throw line, it's going to be number 11, Dakota Pearson. Apparently violation called on the shooter. It'll be Viking basketball. Again, this is the 4th and final period of play. About 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. The Marshall Eagles 32, your Mountain View Vikings 62. Emilio Alvarez, reverse layups, no good. Traveling violation called on Marshall as both players fall on the floor. Looks like we may have an injury. Officials timeout on the floor. Again, since we have a few minutes here as they tend to the injured player. Next home game for Mountain View's girls varsity will be this Friday at 4:45 right here in the Viking Gymnasium. And boys varsity basketball will play at 6:30. That's on Friday. So coming off the report is Abadis Tufinjian, a 6'6" senior, being assisted off by his coach and a teammate.
You guys are on. You're live.
So again, everybody, I hope you're enjoying our live streaming broadcast of Mission Valley basketball here on the Montview High School website. Okay, that's fine.
No, we're good. Yeah? It just went off for a second, but now it's back on.
Okay, okay.
You might have to extend this. Just pulls it. Sorry. Thank you. And then I just need this little part so I could repatch it.
Dubé. 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Foul was called on number 20, Titus Dubé. His second personal. Going to the line for Mountain View is going to be number 1, Edgar Hernandez. Free throw's good. Second free throw is also good, making the score 70-36. Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. It'll be ball out of bounds to the Vikings, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Checking back into the game is Tamoy White. Backcourt violation. Backcourt violation. 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. 70-36 in favor of the Vikings. You're watching a live stream here from Montview High School in Almani between the Marshall Eagles and the Montview Vikings. So the foul was called on number 4 of the Vikings, Jason Perez. So Jason Perez has a foul. That's his second personal foul. At the free throw line is Terrence Tesseno. He'll be shooting one more shot. Coming out of the game for the Vikings is number 23, Francisco Sarabia. Sarabia has how many points today? Let's see. He has 8 points. 8 points coming out of the game. On the drive, ball is lost, picked up by 20. His shot attempt is no good. Rebound by the Vikings, Brian Ariano. Under 2 minutes left to play. Shot attempt is no good. Same team. Shot Fabella. Shot attempt is no good. Ball is saved by the Vikings. The big man's basket won't go. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Basket by the Eagles. About 1 minute left in tonight's broadcast. Again, we want to thank everybody who's brought you to today's game. Basket was by Brian Ariano, number 13. Under a minute left to play. Offensive foul is called on number 1, Terrence Tesseno. That's his third personal foul. 17 foul called on Marshall. 26 seconds remaining here. So it looks like this one's going to be over in a bit. And the Vikings will move to 10-1 in Mission Valley League play. The Eagles will go to 3-8. 10 seconds, 9, 8. Basket made by the Eagles, 72-40. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the final score. The final score here tonight. The Marshall Eagles 40, your Mountain View Vikings 7-2. The Eagles go to 3-8 in league play. Your Mountain View Vikings are now 10-1. Did they win league or what? Again, I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. I hope you kind of enjoyed I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I want to thank the students and Mr. Mann for putting this together. You can listen to the band and see the cheerleaders a little bit. Again, the next home game will be this Friday, girls varsity basketball action at 445 versus Gabrielino, and boys varsity basketball against Gabrielino at 6:30. Again, the Vikings boys varsity basketball in quest of winning the Mission Valley League title. So again, I think that's going to do it for us. Again, thank you everybody. Good night, everyone. See you next time. Take care. Good night.